Here, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About to run through the recap for y'all, man. We got the dub 56-0, and it's our third shutout in this league in the same season. It's crazy because defense is not great in Madden 22, so to get three shutouts in the season is pretty dope. But it also just makes me wonder, like, is this maybe one of those beginner leagues? I don't know. It wasn't billed as that when I joined or whatever. But in any case, man, take a look at the numbers. 56 points, 423 on offense, 369 through the air, 16 first downs. It's pretty good. Not my goal of 20, but we didn't turn the ball over, not a single time. Third downs were 4 of 5, which is dope. There's a fourth down conversion in there. I believe that was right before the half. Red zone offense says 75%, but it's really 100, bro. Like, he turned the ball over on his last drive, and I got the ball back. So, yeah, took a knee instead of taking the points. So, yeah, only one penalty on our offense that entire game, which is dope. Taking a look at the player stats, man. Trey Lance, I don't know how you don't get a perfect QBR here, bro. Only 4 incompletions, 7 touchdowns. 386 yards. We don't get a perfect QBR. I listen, man. I don't know who makes up these numbers, bro. But and this shit should be a 0, man. He had 5 completions for 17 attempts, 58 yards, 2 interceptions. That should be a 0. Just like, I mean, I guess because he got yards, get a 1.7 QBR. Okay, all right. Cordero Patterson has a really good spin move. That's all I have to say about his 69 yards. We did keep him in the bag, like, most of the game, but, you know what I mean? Like, a couple of those runs he did, spin out like 3 defenders with one single move, but it is what it is. We didn't really run with the quarterback this game at all. We more so just got it out to the flats because, again, what I'm seeing in this league is that people will stick to 3-4 odd on defense. We're way past that in Madden, bro. Like, 3-4 odd is not the wave, especially not against a spread out offense. But yeah, Elijah Mitchell did his thing. 9 carries, 45 yards. Good rookie running back to pair with our rookie QB. Devin Duvernay finally came to life in this offense, man. 14 catches, $184, 3 touchdowns. Juwan Johnson continuing to do his thing, 7 for 74 and 2 tubs. Out of the backfield, again, linebackers, halfback, they can't really cover them, so he's open. And then Michael Thomas caught a couple fades down the sideline here. That's how he's averaging 22.6 yards per catch. I said it to him while I was in stream. I had my mic on. I wasn't in the party chat, and I was like, bro, you got to stop calling cover 2 and baselining, and like you're giving up that fade down the sideline. I threw it like 3 times after I told him, but good bad habits die hard, I guess. In terms of offensive line, didn't run the ball a lot, but when we did, we were able to get pancake blocks here, as you can see. Wide receivers getting big blocks out there. Miles Boykin didn't have a catch, I don't think. Didn't have a catch from Michael from Miles Boykin, but it is what it is, man. Our defense did their thing, man. Of course, with a shutout, you expect crazy defensive numbers, but this was really just stops, bro. This was really just he punted on 4th downs, 4th and 4s, 4th and 5s. He punted, because those was like, he didn't really get first downs. You know what I mean? So yeah, 4 tackles for loss for DeMario Davis. That is a dope ass stat line. I think we had 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We had 10 total tackles for loss. It's pretty dope. 4 sacks and a couple interceptions. 3 interceptions. I guess his number 1 pass play was I think it was gun bunch empty or something like that. He bagged that early, but he kept going to it, and he tried the PA boot over a couple times from trips tight end and bunch tight end. But yeah. A couple plays here that you can see we got pass deflections from linebackers. This was me using the linebacker and taking away a crossing route. And it was such a tight fit. Like, I feel like if I was in nickel and using a DB, it would have been an interception. But obviously, linebackers don't have that kind of range. So if we were in position and we got a couple slots there. And Tavares Moore, again, user slot. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. I believe we did score 1 touchdown. Marcus Williams on a pick 6. That was his first pick 6 of the game, which is, wasn't turning the ball over too much, but in the end he did. First drive here goes to him. It's basically a 3 and out. Like I said, on 4th and 4, 3rd and 4, he has to throw it away. 4th and 4, first drive, you kind of feel like you don't have to force the 4th down, right? But then we come out here and we get points in 4 or 5 plays or something like that. Let's see, one, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. This is, of course, there's no replay here from Madden being Madden. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, I kind of think that if you score a touchdown and you select the team celebration, I think that's what takes that replay away. But I could be wrong. But that's just me, testing some stuff out in game and stuff like that. But yeah. And anyways, back to the plays here. He gets the ball back here, gets a 14-yard run, 2-yard run, pass incomplete, sacked on 3rd and 8, punts the ball away. Now this one was funny, not funny, but I will always and forever test somebody out, like to see what you do against this front. If you see 7 people at the line of scrimmage, what are you going to do? And right here, he blocked his halfback. That's it, but didn't max protect. That lets me know that I can send the blitz and get in with 6 or 7 if I feel like rushing 6 or 7 people. But right here, we had him in the box, but he really didn't read that the open guy. He didn't read the bunch side of the field. Anytime you got a bunch, you have an outbreaking route, you definitely want to take a look at that. And yeah, had a good play call on. 14 was on the sideline open, just wasn't reading it. And Cam Jordan gets his first sack of the game. Punched the ball away there, and then this drive was I believe this is our 2nd drive of the game. It was just a long, methodical one, bro. Like, we got piece by piece, 3 yards, 8 yards, 7, 10, 4, 12, 13 yards. And we ended with a 16-yard touchdown right here. This one's RPO flat. Well, basically, you got slant flat here. But because there's no defensive back or linebacker capping my tight end in the slot right, the guy that's pointing, basically saying he's got reservations for 6. Because there's nobody out there, and I actually get the keep read here, it's meaning I could have took the ball and ran with the quarterback, but because there's no guy flat capping my flat, get the ball out real quick, bang. Our slant becomes a blocker. It's Miles Boykin doing his thing, and we're in the end zone with our tight end. And that's just basic mathematics. If you're not going to cap a guy, you know what I mean? If you're not going to cap him, he's open on the pass. And if you do cap him, that means that I have open run lane with the quarterback, and I would take it right up the alley, right up the hashes. But, that's just the spread offense. You know what I'm saying? Looks like right here he gets the ball back and he goes on a decent drive, 3rd and 1. He actually gets stopped right here. This was me using the safety, bringing him down because he was running the stretch alert looky. We blew it up. We forced him back inside, and our defense was there to make a play. It's Quan Alexander coming up big, coming up clutch right here. I can't remember what defensive play I called. I want to say it was cover 1. But it's a good flow right here. It's a good flow to the ball. That backside, that left guard does not pick up our backside inside linebacker, and that's what makes him able to make this play here. And because we took this wide angle outside, basically setting the edge, forcing him to cut it back inside, that's just good defense right there. I like that. 4th and 1, he actually gets it. He ran the same play. I called a different defense. He got 10 yards on 4th and 1. But right here, a couple plays later, Bradley Roby on an interception. Now, like I said, he was in this gun bunch empty. Well, basically, his running back is lined up wide outside, and you're running your bunch to the boundary, which is odd. But when you run bunch to the boundary, that means you got crossing routes coming over here. So I'm going to use it a backside curl flat defender or apex defender or whatever you want to call it, and take away the crossing route. Everything else is taken away by the match coverage. For whatever reason here, he does not take his flat. He didn't take the flat all game. A drag by 8, didn't take that all game. But he does come back to the backside curl route. And that route's really just there to hold a defender, bro. If you're watching the recap, man, that route is not a route you throw unless there's no defender over there. In which case, sure, why not? But you got to read that crosser, bro. That crosser is where you want to go and make your money. Anyways, we get the ball back here. 7 yards to Duvernay. These are RPO bubbles, man, like bubbles and flats that I'm just throwing to Duvernay over and over because there's nobody really out there in the flats to take it away. Right here, looks like we are in 4 strong or trips Y. And there's, like I said, there's nobody over there covering Duvernay in the flat. But there's also, this is an alert to the seam, the tight end here. If that linebacker ever comes down, you throw that tight end route, bang, easy money. Thought it was a touchdown the way he fell in there, but it is what it is. I'll take it. But if that tight end route is not there, of course we got the bubble out to the right because there's nobody capping the slot receiver. This is just like spread offense 1-on-1, and I just methodically moved the ball down the field all game. It was pretty. This was a fun game to play on offense and defense as well because we got a shutout. But even still, this is just simple teaching points, man. If you're coming up against somebody that's spreading you out, showing 4 receivers to one side of the field, showing spread offenses, they're cognizant of the hashes, you really want to at least cap their slot defender. I mean, their slot receivers. But yeah, I can't even tell you what defense this was. I didn't recall here. It was his user. His users on the left side when you have 4 receivers to the right. That's another red flag. If you see 4 receiving threats to one side of the field, user that side of the field, bro. Can't even tell you like where he's usering. I could have threw a 13 on this fade right here. That's wide open for a touchdown. This is wide open. The bubble pass is wide open. Just don't call 3-4. Don't call base defenses versus a spread offense. Of course, there's no replay for this. It's tight end on a red zone corner route or something like that. Back on defense for us, 3 and out, punt the ball away. We got 2 minutes left in the half. We try to put together a drive that's going to take away the most clock as possible, as much clock as possible. And right here, we catch them in like quarters or dime defense or whatever, 3 down linemen, back-to-back plays. We ran it up the gut, got good yardage there. Wound up getting the ball knocked away, but essentially we get down here to a 4th and 2. 3rd and 2 incomplete, 4th and 2 we convert, and then Devin Duvernay on a 21-yard touchdown right here. Hopefully we got a replay for this one. We do. So this one is he's in 3-4 odd, cover 2 again, and I was like, bro, like you got to get out of this defense. This is not. You're not going to be able to cover anything with this defense you're running. Like, you're sending 6. I get it, We got an extra blocker in here, so we got 6 blockers. And where's his users? His users the only middle linebacker on the field. He's got a hard flat out here, but, again, you're not covering anything. You're not covering shit with that defense. And, yeah, we're able to just, simple flood comes up here. Number 1, which is Duvernay, is going to run a fade. It's basically a clear out that you really only alert to when somebody's calling cover 2 hard flats. You got a fade, a deep out route, and a flat by the tight end. So 1 fade, 2 basic, and then a flat from the number 3, which is 82. And we got a backside dig route, which is also wide open. But, of course, you take the touchdown before you take the check down. As Devin do for 6. You see? Let's see here. Right before the half, gassed them up. I showed that same front, 6 or 7 man front. And we actually sent it that time. Got him a sack for 6. Called a timeout there. And then tried to get a run play with Cordell Patterson on the stretch. Alert looky. 28 zip first half. Into the second half here, 3rd quarter. A couple plays in. Devin Duvernay. Is he lined up on the left side? Yes, he is. And here we go again. 3-4, or base defense. Bates the line and press. There's nobody capping Duvernay, bro. It's 94 speed wide receiver. And once that cornerback settles, it's a wrap. Ball's coming out. Zoop. Now we are out here making a read. We do have other reads. We're actually starting We should be starting our reads on the right side of the field. We're going to read this smash concept over here. But because he's baseline and pressed, our first read goes to that corner that's misaligned. And if he does not get a jam on that outside fade, it's no way that the cover 2 safety can be in position to make that play. He just doesn't have the time to get there. So right here we got a double move from Michael Thomas, just in case it was cover 1, which he played cover 1 a couple times. But yeah, man, it's just easy money. And this is all Trey Lance without abilities, by the way. This is stock Trey Lance. He's got to get those 500 snaps. You know what I'm saying? Right here, you got a 12-yard run off his first play to the drive, gets sacked, thrown away, 3rd and 14, incomplete, punting the ball on 4th and 14, bro. Like, 1 first down, bro, is all he's good for. And I'm not saying that to slight my opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool dude. But, yeah, whatever he was doing in this game just wasn't good. Right here, Michael Thomas, 46-yard touchdown. It's a running theme here. Now, this is not base defense. This is nickel 3-3-5. But he's baseline. He's pressing. The corner's misaligned over there on Michael Thomas, and that's 88 speed, Michael Thomas. He's in a hard flat. The corner's in a hard flat. I'm throwing this 100% of the time. We're able to get Michael Thomas on a little journal. It's a weird rack animation, to be honest, but if you're going to baseline and press, bro, and you know what I mean, like, somebody can just literally alert to streaks on you all game. Don't call cover 2 if you're going to baseline and press, unless you have somebody that's habitually throwing to the flats. No, I guess maybe I was, but that's Michael Thomas being disrespectful in his 2nd or 3rd catch of the game. But yeah, man, like, I guess maybe I just called the perfect offense for what you were doing on defense, but yeah, that wasn't good. Right here, this 18-yard run by Mike Davis, this was almost a play that really, the only play that threatened for him to score. As he broke like 4 tackles on that play. I'll take a look at Mike Davis' broken tackles, but yeah, that 18-yard run right there almost took the wind out of my sails, man. 3rd and 7 right here. This was the other play he kept going to. PA crossers, man. Right here, I'm only rushing 4 on this time. Because I got caught on D-line. I got caught on the goddamn defensive tackle. But we're able to get pressure on him, though. There we go. Pressure. And still gets the completion. But if I was able to use her on this play, this obviously wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Right here, we get an interception, 2nd and 6. This is actually the same damn play. Was it the same play? I'm lying. This was the gun bunch. The gun bunch open with the halfback spread out wide to the right when he threw the pick last time. He threw an interception because he threw to the crosser on this play. I was using 56 on here, but he actually ends up getting hit, I believe, and that's what forced the errant throw. And then Marcus Williams able to get the ball here. Obviously, come back a little bit. And then we're off to the races. You got Fat Boys chasing us now. You know what I'm saying? Just off to the races. Reservations for 6. Dive into the end zone. Do a little dance. Yeah, buddy. Then into the 4th quarter, man, we get another interception here. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Again, like I said, I'm going to show this front. If you're going to show me that you're going to just run PA crossers as your main form of offense here, send the crib, force the early throw. You're throwing right into a safety and a match coverage. And I actually spotlighted that crossing route right here. So make sure that we're keying in on 18. Calvin Ridley cannot beat us here. And if you don't throw this early, I'm coming right here to use a rush. Because why the fuck not? You know, you're only throwing 3 routes out there. You might as well send 7. You know what I'm saying? Send 7 on the blitz and get there. See, on offense, this is our first penalty on offense right here. We're actually just, moving the ball down the field, man. Just trying to kill the clock, get out of here without injury. We already are down our left tackle and left guard. Right here, he's coming out in press defense on this one. This is nickel 3-3-5 wide. I actually threw a pick on this play. Not gonna lie, this should be an interception. This 100% positively should be an interception. But I guess just the way that 6-1 runs this route, and 2, not having Gunslinger yet, you know, that ball just, it took forever for that ball to get there on that corner route. And I pass to the outside and throw a low ball, and I have to come back to it like that. That's scary. That's an interception that I threw in this league, and I have to remind myself now that I can't throw that. Like I throw that shit with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson with Gunslinger. So, yeah, we're running the ball a little bit here. A little touch pass to get the first down, get some more time off the clock. 3rd and goal right here, Devin Duvernay. I was actually looking for a play in my custom playbook, and it wasn't there. Like, the entire formation wasn't there. So I'm gonna have to go get back into the lab tonight and make sure that shit is in there because the play I wanted to call in the red zone. But yeah, 3rd and goal right here. I took forever calling my play. I actually come out in empty. He came out in goal line. At this point, I'm not gonna audible into a run play just because it's late in the game. I'm just gonna throw his touchdown, bro. You're in goal line, so this is why. This is also why you don't ever pick your play on defense before the offense has shown their personnel. That's why. You're in goal line. I'm in empty. Easy touchdown. Not like I was trying to run it up. I was, looking to actually audible down into a run formation, like single back and run a stretch score with my running back. But, he came out in goal line, so that option's off the table. Right here, 4th and 12. He finally put Matt Ryan in the game in the 4th quarter after Frank stunk it up. And here's his favorite formation again. Right here, we actually blitzed both our inside linebackers, and because they're coming from depth, we're able to get one scot-free right down the lane. Beep. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That was on 4th down. He emptied it out. We sent 5. He's not making quick reads. He's got an out route out there by his halfback. 14 is probably your best option, but again, that's also being matched. It's 4th and 12, so you know what I'm saying? That's off the field, man. And then Taysom Hill comes in and takes a knee. And that's it, man. If you liked the video, like the video. If you didn't, be sure to dislike it, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.